in this video, I'm going to react to a very detailing video that I saw online today, and it's so important that I had to talk about it. But first, let's watch the video first.
You have a reflection of the society in which that exists. I don't care how long he works, and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions.
Clearly, after watching this video,
and nobody even cares about it.
You can see.
But 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country. You have a reflection of the society
in which conspiracy and people that don't really have fun in life, they're only serious. And the truth is, this is the reality of our lives. Nobody cares to want to know what's the truth about life, because they know sometimes ignorance can be bliss. You know, as long as you have what you need, you don't care about the truth. You just want to keep going with this, because when you know the truth, you have more responsibilities, right? You have more in your mind, and people refuse to have important things in their mind. They just want to have nonsense and BS in their minds. Like, they just want to consume BS, right? In the name of entertainment. Like exactly what he said. You'd rather see 3 superstar athletes go into a restaurant talking and make 10,000 headlines about that and make videos that will blow up, because that's what everybody want to see. But when it comes to the truth, nobody cares to know the truth. Nobody's interested in knowing the truth. And it starts with your own self. If you don't really want to know the truth about life, that means you don't care about yourself. You don't care about who you are. You don't care about your journey in this life. You only come here to ride along wherever certain people pave the path for you. You just follow it. You don't care to understand your life. But I say this comes with lack of maturity and lack of understanding what life is. This is what I always talk about. First thing first, always find out what is life to you. You don't even got to know exactly what's the biggest picture of life for everybody. Just know what is life to me and what's my part in life. You have to be obsessed with that, because everything you acquire in this life, everything you learn, everything you delve in life, without you knowing that, it's going to be a waste, and you can't be proud of it. Not to say that you're supposed to chase pride, but it's like you come to this world as a soldier, as a conqueror. You have your own part that you need to conquer. That's why you're still alive, because if there was no purpose for you being on this earth, you wouldn't be here. God would have took your soul. But the fact that you're here, it means that you have a job you need to do. Life is huge. Life is big. Life have so much problems, and you could be the one that's solving one problem. But they're keeping you in a place where you constantly focus on something that's not meaningful, so that you don't realize what you have to accomplish. Because if you accomplish your job, no matter how big or small, if I accomplish my job, no matter how big or small, if everybody else picked their little job up, I bet you the world will be in a different place. But nobody cares. And I understand everybody is not meant to come and do things that's meaningful in this world, even though they're really naturally meant to do it, but everybody can't do it. Some people have to pick up other people's slack. That's why in the family you can see somebody struggling and another person is doing good in life, and they can support the struggling people. So sometimes you can do so good and you can pick up other people's slacks. But the thing is, do good for yourself. Just be useful to yourself. You don't have to bring everybody along. Just be useful to yourself. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to know why you're here, is to know what's in it for me. And don't be selfish. It's not a selfish point. Just be like, God bestowed all these qualities in me, right? He gave me all these things that I have, the ability to hear, to listen, to do whatever I do, to reason, to think, to ponder upon things. But I don't do it. I just allow people to guide me wherever they want me to go. And at a time in your life, you should question that. Why other people have so much power over me? Why I can just watch a video and it can change my point of view on what I wanted to do. Now I want to do this because this one look better. If you're being honest with yourself, that means somebody else have more power than you. These advertising videos can change my mind, can change what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to this gym, but I seen the ad about this gym. I want to go here. Why now? Because of the ad. It's like you gotta question everything about life. But the truth is, people don't have a sense of guidance, right? They don't trust this sense of guidance, the feeling of guidance in them. So they'll rather just look out and see who look good. And if I say look good, it's not just about facial or anything. Who looks good? Who laughs look good? Who have the cars? Who have the things that I want? And let me look up to this person. But the thing is, that person only got that because he listened to the real guidance in him. He trusted himself. He believed himself. He reasoned. He thinks. He want a specific thing and he worked towards it. But the fact that you're looking up to this person, you might not have the same path as them. So you might not end up in the same place they are, whether you do the same thing they're doing or not. Your best bet is to listen to the best guide, which is yourself inside of you. You feel it and you trust it because you all you got. You are all you got. People can only help so much, but at the end of the day, you have to help yourself. You can go to somebody and ask them for help. They can help you. You go again, they help you. It will get to a certain point, they don't even want to hear your voice. They don't even want to pick up your phone. But you can never do that to yourself. But people don't care to pick up the control over their own lives. They'll rather just let people move them around, boss them around, toss them around, tell them what to do, and they do it. In reality, this video is the definition of really what I'm talking about. This video is the definition of what I stand for. Think about it. One of the biggest leagues in this world is the NBA. The people, everybody watches this, right? Bet money on it. Just let the emotion be on a roller coaster in these games, right? These games can change people's moods, change people's aura. It's either they're happy or they're sad if their team wins. But in reality, even the people that you look up to don't really trust the game itself. They don't really trust the system itself because they know it's entertainment. It's not really what you think it is. But you don't even want to hear it. You block it out. You want to fight it. Don't tell me that what you're talking about, this is fake. But the people that you actually watch and that you love so much, the celebrities of these games, tell you this is entertainment, this is a business. They tell you the real details. But of course they can go in details, but they tell you exactly what is this all about. But you don't care. It's a money grab. It's an attention grab. The reason the NBA is where it is at right now is because there's a lot of people that's invested in it. That means more money flowing. If less people watch, it won't be where it's at right now. The players don't get the biggest contracts in the world because there's nobody to watch. That means your attention is valuable. So they're money grabbing you. They're using you as a gauge to see how far they are, how far they go. They need you. But that's not even the case, bro. The truth is, instead of investing all these things to these useless things, why not focus on the realest things in the world? After you understand what's the realest things in the world, and you know what you need to be doing in this world, and you actually come to a conclusion with yourself that this is my path, this is what I need to do, and I'm gonna do it, there's no problem. You can consume it. You can watch these games. But at least your mind knows that I'm just watching this for whatever reason. But this is, you know what I'm saying? This doesn't define me. My life doesn't depend on this. You know what I'm saying? I just watch it. But people make these sports are like religion to some people, man. It's like that's all their life is about. There's people, when you go in their room, it's all about sport, other people's pictures, other people's thing, legacy. But then people don't even care about this. A lot of them don't even care about this. And I'll give you an example. Look at Kyrie Irving. He was one of the biggest stars. His shoes was one of the most selling shoes in the world. But after he had a trouble with whatever he was doing, some spiritual problems that he was talking about online and all these things, he lost everything. Why? Because he commented about something that he believed, and the people that he working for don't like that, and they took away all his contract. He lost a lot of money. He's not. They don't want to be his partners no more, and it was even hard for him to get contracts, and people still thinking not to give him big contracts, to keep him out of short-term contracts. Why is that? He only spoke his mind. Whether it's good or bad, who cares? That's his mind. His mind. You can't fight somebody about what they believe, but that's what they do, because you don't own yourself over there. You don't own yourself. And everybody, you guys is empowering systems that don't even value your own mind, that don't even value your soul. Because think about it. If Kyrie Irving is being himself, that's what he believes. That's what he think he is. He want to find in his soul that I believe this is it. This is me, and I'm gonna stand for this. And they're gonna penalize him for that. They're gonna hate him for that. They're gonna use their machines to slander him for that. Think about it. He claimed that. Let's say he don't claim that. Let's say he find out this is my soul. This is what my job is in this world. And he actually take it. This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm good at this basketball. I'm gonna use this as a tool, but I know this is why I'm on this earth for this reason. And he talk about it. He freely talk about it, which show that how strong of a character he has. Because a lot of people don't really talk about what they really believe because they don't want to jeopardize the contracts and all that. He did that, and everything went wrong for him. But it goes to show that you don't own yourself, and we out here putting these companies that don't care about your soul. They don't care about your soul. They only care about whatever they tell you. If you don't go by that, they don't care. But we all know this is meaningless. All these sports, all these TVs, all these entertainment is meaningless. And I can give you an example why I say this is meaningless. Nikola Jokic, I reacted to a video where Nikola Jokic said he get these MVP trophies and he give it to his horses to play around with. He get his championship trophies to give it to his horses to play around with. And he might be another version of Kyrie where he understands life. He has a stand. He believes that I'm here for a different reason. And he's protesting, or he's showing his people in a way that this thing that you worshiping, because sport is damn near a religion. This thing that you worshiping, that everybody's looking up to, everybody think this is the greatest thing in the world. I'm gonna show you this is nothing. And he give it to his horses to play around, to mess it up. He might not come as Kyrie and tell you, oh, this is bad, this is evil, this is that. He's just gonna do that, and you're gonna see it. And it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your soul watching a big trophy, a precious thing in the world being thrown to the horses. But he still did it. That's why I respect him. That's why I respect Kyrie. That's why I respect Jokic. Because they understand life is much more than this waste of time, this sport, this money shit. Basically, my motive behind this video is people need to thrive more to really understand life. This is not the beginning of life. It could be the beginning of your life, but people been living long time before us, and they didn't have the technology that we have now. And technology is new. All these phones is new, right? Phones is new. We in this digital world that's not even more than 50 years old. That's not even more than 30 years old. But it's consuming us at a faster pace than anything ever consumed humanity. But think about it. Just erase 30 years from 2024 and imagine how people used to live back then. Even though they had technology, they started using newer inventions to do things, but they didn't have all these technology, all these social media, all these attention-grabbing schemes. Imagine how people used to live back then. They have to really understand life. They have to care about life, right? If you didn't have all these junk food, you have to understand how to farm. You have to understand the ground. You have to study. what's in this ground? Well, how can I take care of my ground so I can plant these foods that I want to come out best? But now nobody cares even about the littlest thing. And it's not guaranteed that life is going to stay like this, because this is still a testing phase. Because people live billions of years behind us, right? Before we came on this earth. And we know that living life according to God's rule or life's rule, like nature's rule, you won't fail. It might get hard like anything. Everything can get hard sometimes, but it don't fail, because it's been proven since the dawn of time. You can farm, you can eat, you can learn about life, humanity, be respectful to people, be honorable. That used to be the biggest thing, the precious thing a man can have, having honor. Right? That's it. It's not even about being rich. It's having honor, standing on your ground, being respected in society. Then money will come flow to you. Everybody will come and want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? You're trustworthy. Your morals is right, then you're rich in society, then you're respected in society. But now, we're in this attention-seeking society where nobody cares about the truth. So the person with the biggest lies is the richest. The person that knows how to convince people is the richest, because this world is sales-based. And for you to be a salesman, you have to convince people to get something they don't really need. And that's what's going on. That's why all these headlines about, oh, look at this, look at that. It's all sales. If you watch the game, you've seen everything he did. But you come to the media, this person is talking about this person is talking about that. Why you want to know all that? It's selling. It's selling. They need their views, they need their money, and they need to trigger your mind. They need to put seeds in your mind so you can wonder what they think. Why you care about what they think? If they're not talking about life, this is the crazy thing about it. It's so abundant online to see headlines about athletes, about rappers, about all these things that have no meanings. But if you're really the type of person to seek real knowledge about life, there's nowhere to be found. That's the reason I started my podcast, Morality Hub, Your Life's Findings, all these things. Because I'm the type of person to question everything, and I want to know the core of life, why I'm here. What's the purpose of life? The same way people know about basketball, the rules, the travels. I want to know everything. I want to be like a referee in life, to know the playbook, to know what's the rules, what's this. Because I know there's people out here that know that. These rich people, some of them are like, they're genius, right? They know the reality of life. They know how to manifest. They know how to work with the universe. You know what I'm saying? To get things in their favors, and they use that against you. But they do everything for your mind not to go around there, so to find out what's going on. Because one man can change the world. And why not that be you? You're in a situation you might not like. Everybody, I don't care how rich you are, you always want to change something about yourself. You want what's going to get better. Why not? Why not focus on that? Like, that's your prime goal, to get better. Of course, in the back of your mind, to understand what life is, so you can perfectly serve your time in this world doing the right thing. I just want you people to imagine at the end, like, how you gonna end. Just think about that. Imagine you lived your life, whatever, in the way that you think you want to live your life. Whether you want to live it right or wrong, just imagine at the end of it how you would look at life, and just look at your pattern from the day you was born to now, how everything been moving, and keep going to the end. Let's say you are around 80 years old and you did the same thing you did, or you did whatever you wanted to do, and look back at your life and see if you really live life. And if I say live life like the right way, you used every tool that was given to you, or you are living in a life where you are repeating the same things. You're not expanding. You're using the same things. Going to school, coming home, eating junk food, or eating whatever food, watching movies, playing PS4s, PS5s. Like, it's the same thing. And if you switch it up, it's still the same thing, but different channels, different persons. You listen to, you know what I'm saying? You switch up. If you used to listen to different rapper, you switch it up to a different genre, but you're still doing the same thing. So you telling me that's all life is about? And when you get older, you change up your playlist. You don't listen to more criminal songs. Now you want to listen to better songs. And when you get older, you listen to gospel music. It's still music, But that's not what life is about. Life is not about the patterns of the same things every day. The reason you live in this way is because that's where the money is at. I bet you if they find a new way where they can print more money, where they can get more money from you, they will advertise it and they will try to put that in your daily routine, and you will do it. 10 years ago, men used to not have facial products, like facial cleaning products to make sure your face is clear. Now every man have those products. You know what I'm saying? Back then it was just women trying to take care of their skins and all that. Now men take care of their skin. Yeah, I understand we evolved now. Everybody want to look good, but why didn't people think about that 10 years ago? Why is it so abundant now? Because so much commercials and they putting these girls on camera saying, oh, you got to take care of your skin, this, that. Yeah, it's okay to take care of your skin, but I'm just saying that. Just look at everything you have in your room. Why do you have a big screen now, a smart TV? Because it was advertised to you, but you never wanted it in your soul for the first place. So that means everything you have, it was forced into your hands. You didn't choose that. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like, you didn't choose that. Why do you go in the store asking for a specific thing that you never knew about? You probably heard in a commercial or somebody referred you to that to get that thing or whatever. But it's not you sitting down. Oh, I want something like this. I want a seat that reclines. Like, you just get it because that's what you see popular. And you go in the stores, they only keep the new updates. They don't keep the old stuff like the 1999 chairs. Even if you want that, you have to go in an antique shop to get it. So if you go in the shop, you don't have a choice but to buy whatever is being sold right now. So that means your life is forced and given to you. You didn't choose your life. That's just a small example. You know, you can't go in the Apple store right now and go buy the old phone. They're forcing you to buy the newest phones. So the truth is, life is in a way complex and the way simple, but nobody asks themselves questions. Nobody want to know. Everybody want to be ignorant. But there will be a point where your ignorance won't be a benefit no more. Right now, it could be a benefit. You don't have no responsibility. All you do, probably just go to work, come home, entertain yourself, sleep, and repeat. But when that time comes, it will be too late. But the time is right now to be uncomfortable, to understand life, and stand and choose where you want to stand for. Because there's too many parties in this world. There's too many parties in this world. But the biggest ones is doing right and doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's good against evil. So you have to choose your stand, and you must stand in one spot. Like, you can't come in this world and die and choose not to stand with any group. You have to stand for the people that do good, or you have to stand for the people that are doing evil. And if you don't care about that, right now you can get away with it, but there will be a time where you don't have a choice but to stand. And who you gonna stand with? You can't just get up out of nowhere and stand with the people that do right. How you gonna contribute? You don't know anything about life. You don't know what you're doing. You're gonna look like a fool. I don't care how rich you are. And if you go to the evil side, they're gonna use you because you don't even know what your value is. You don't even know what you're standing. Because the fact that you're ignorant, whatever they tell you, you have to do it. Like I always say, this is my famous quote. Right now, evil is ruling the world, right? And it's easier to come and join the group of evil people, right? And be at the top, because you're automatically at the top since they're the one at the top. So you an evil person, they'll promote you. You'll be, you know what I'm saying? You'll be good. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be, your lifestyle will be highlighted a little bit. Everybody know about you. If you're doing right, nobody know about you. Nobody cares about you. But one time flip, because we all know energy changes sometimes, you know? Time changes, momentum changes. And whenever it's time for the good people to get up, for good to be ruling the world, you'll be there. So you have to choose where you stand. You can't just choose the winning party and join that right now because it's hot, because it's easy to make it. But when time changes, the people you've been looking down at, they will be ruling over you. For sure. They'll be ruling over you. And I will give another example to make that clear a little bit. Let's say, for example, I'm making my video about motivational, thinking about life. Nobody cares to watch this. Nobody will sit And nobody will be leaving work early just to come and watch these type of videos that will make you better. But if you're out here making videos about basketball, you're making videos about smash or pass and girls twerking and all these things, yeah, right now you're quicker to blow up. You'll be known, people watch your videos, you know, you'll be promoted because you on the evil side, like you on that side. That's what's popping right now. You there. But when people get tired of it, or when life like what life does best, and then now the momentum changes. Nobody cares about all these stupid, wasteful things. And now doing good is at the top. Guess who's going to be at the top? The person that nobody cared about. The type of content nobody cared about is going to be at the top now. And those people, they can't come back from it because your past is going to hunt you. And you don't have a choice but to allow the people you should be stepping on to rule over you. The video is self-explanatory, man. Just rewatch the video and hopefully use your mind to do the right thing. But you cannot live this life and die without choosing a side, because that's the whole purpose. That's why we have good and evil. That's why whenever you have a decision to make, you have a good thought and you have an evil thought. It's whatever you believe with, that's what you rock with. So if we have that means the battle about this life is to choose to stay on the good side or the evil side. So for you to stay on the good side, simple. Whenever you feel advising your soul to do right, you do right. Because both parties going to do their thing. This person, the evil side is going to convince you to do the wrong thing and feed your ego. And the good side is going to convince you to do the right thing. Whatever you pick, that's what you are. And if you get to a zone where you only picked right, you're a good person. If you always listen to your evil side, then that's what you are. So, sign out.